Cameron was in Egypt's land. Let my Cameron go.
Mhm. Nathan here. Wanted to do a little video while I was thinking about it in the middle of studying. So I was able to get my hands on, I guess all the online places are sold out. I didn't check. I just ran by my local brick and mortar, picked up a couple tins, which for me, Cornell and Deal is eh, iffy for me. For whatever reason, I tend to not like their blends as much, although undoubtedly Jeremy Reeves is very talented in his blending. Sun Bear is an exception. It's a phenomenal blend, and I'm glad I finally got myself a tin of that in the house. And I I listened to his interview with um, on Pipes Magazine radio, and talking about this blend. And since I think I'm really becoming a big Virginia and Vapor fan. Um, and this just sounded so good. Now, that said, Jeremy Reeves can talk about his tobaccos and make them all sound absolutely wonderful. And they do. Um, some of those I've tried, I just can't get on board with. But he's a good salesman. He knows his product very well, talks about it very well, and he's a benefit definite benefit to all of us in the hobby. But knowing my hit and miss history with Cornell and Deal, I decided to get 2 tins because in case I liked it, I wanted to age one. Well, spoiler alert, if you find a tin of this, buy it and send it to me. It's fantastic. Um, it's just a really, really good blend. And I may go by the brick and mortar to pick up another one because what I've done is I took enough of the blend out to fill one of my Pipery travel tins to get a feel for it. And then I vacuum sealed the rest. So I've got basically little under 2 tins uh, vacuum sealed away that I am not going to touch for another 3 to 5 years. Which means if I don't get another tin of this is all that I have left for me until 2026, maybe. but it's got a decent amount of Perique in there. There's not it's less heavy on that sweetness, Virginia sweetness. So what's interesting is it talks about the sugar content in on the label here, I believe. Yeah, so the TA20, 13.53% sugar. Um, and, and it's very subdued, the sweetness is. And that may increase over time. But the sweetness isn't very bold in there. It's a darker flavored kind of Virginia because of the Periques. And the Perique is, I think, a recent crop. So that crop of Perique that he had that was like 17 years old is gone, I think he said in the interview. But he was so involved with this blend that he was involved actually in the processing of the Perique. So he actually got into the barrels and did all the turning and stuff like that with it and helped out with all that, which I thought looked pretty cool. He's a man who is definitely one to get so involved with his craft, like he made the honey for Sun Bear, except for this year's, but the previous versions of it. You know, he really wants to be involved in so much of this craft that if he can be the creator for all the elements of it, I wouldn't be surprised if this man starts growing wild berries and producing liquor on his own and distilling his own liquor for his blends because he really wants to be a jack of all trades in terms of what goes into his blends, and I have an immense amount of respect for that. But this blend is incredibly good if you like vapors, especially if you like vapors that tend to be less sweet. This is a really good blend. And it's very smooth. So it's not so there's isn't so much Perique that it's going to hammer your mouth like a blend that I had made for myself. It has like a third of it is Perique intense. But yeah, I think you will all enjoy this. Um, if you get a chance to get it. And I saw some guy on Instagram had like 30 tins of it that he bought. Amazing. I think he's a surgeon. Like his, I think his name's NPod on Instagram. That dude's got more tobacco than I would know what to do with. But he likes the stuff, so good for him. So anyway, and I'm enjoying it in my little squat tomato from Brevia. And I found that this blend actually tastes really good consistently between pipes. So it's not just, you know, Brevia, these Brevias that I'm getting it consistently good with. And some of my even unreliable ones that I'm not a huge um, smoker of, really good. Your typical, you know, billiards, really good. You know, You can put this in anything. So anyway, I'm babbling on. If you get a chance to try it, I think you'll really enjoy it. Unless you're Ethan, who really has some unnatural aversion to Virginias that I don't quite understand. But that's okay, because nobody's perfect. We're praying for you, Ethan. So anyway, y'all take it easy. Hopefully I'll get another video out sometime in a few weeks. And then just a reminder, Monday Night Lives for prayer meetings. Got a big list of folks that just need prayer and that are also needing to give thanks. So if you have any of those interests, shoot me an email, and we'll get that added. So thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Grace and peace to you.